continue on our road to your 10 traits, 10 wealthy habits traits that we need to make sure that we have in order to live a financially well life and financially wealthy life in more ways than one. Not just material things, not just money in the bank, not just investments, an overall roundabout wealthy life. So the fourth thing we're going to discuss is mindfulness, the power of being present. I talk to a lot of people. In my family, I'm voted the aunt that can talk to anybody in the room, from the CEO to the cleaning person. So, and I can tell you when people are present. And for me, it is a total turnoff when people are not present. If you're in a situation and you're talking with somebody, whether even if it's an engaging topic or not engaging topic, you need to be present within there, because I can almost engage in anything that someone is talking about if I'm listening to them. Sometimes people are looking at me and they're like, "Oh, you remember that I have a kid at this college? Oh, you remember this?" So there's little things when you're paying attention, when you're in there, when you're present, that you're able to look at. So people are memorable when they're present. So you want to make sure that you're practicing mindfulness and that you understand the importance of being present in the moment, whether it's a business meeting, you're spending time with your family, you're making financial decisions. You want to be focused on what you're doing. That's part of time management, where you're spending time on things that you're focused on. Your focus will allow you to approach your challenges calmly, and it will make your decisions better. The next thing we need to talk about is continuous learning. Never stop growing. Never, ever, ever stop growing. I tell my kids that. They're always, "Oh, Mom, I'm tired of school. Oh, Mom, I'm tired. I don't need to be learning this," because I'm always trying to make something a lesson or, a learning experience, because that's how I live my life. Everything that happens is learning. You're living, you're learning. Having the wealthy mindset is a lifelong learner. Wealthy mindset, people who grow their wealth and our wealth, they're lifelong learning. So you always have to be looking at that. You read, you do seminars, you seek mentorships, you're always looking for improvement of yourself. Not to say that we're not good at where we are, but once you start having that mindset, it naturally flows in. You don't feel like it's a chore to learn. You're acquiring new skills, you're learning new things, you're gaining deeper knowledge in fields, and you're understanding global economic trends. If you're just even looking at a financial show on a Sunday morning, or you're reading, on the internet, what's happening in the world right now, so you have a basic understanding. It's a constant quest for you to be keeping up with your knowledge, so you're ahead of the curve and you understand and you're prepared for the changing environment. Next, we need to talk about diversifying your investments. Never put your eggs all in one basket, right? You've always heard that. Well, that works for your money too. You never put all your eggs in one basket. The wealthy mindset is understanding the importance of diversification. I would say life is understanding a good, life is understanding the importance of diversification. Well, money is the same way. You need to spread your investments across asset class. I do this myself: stocks, bonds, real estate, private equities, even, jewelry of some sort. You're going to be looking at that. So you need to have the strategy that minimize your risk, maximize your potential returns, of course, allowing for economic downturns. So you're not looking at your money every second. So, oh my gosh, this went down, so this is what's going to happen. You have to be in it for the long haul, and you have to be looking at that. Not having your money all in one place gives me peace of mind, because if I have money in rental property, I have money in the stock market, I have money in the stock market where I'm looking at the companies and I'm making sure, because I'm educated about which company I'm investing in, whether it's ETFs or it's stocks or it's bonds. If you have money market, in your retirement account, different places that you put your money, you have it all in these different places. So you understand that it's in different places, and you're not going to lose your pants or your underwear when something happens, and you don't panic when something happens. I don't panic because I know that the money that are in the situations for long haul is not the money that I need for my grocery tomorrow. So you're going to be smart about that. In my previous video, we talk about the levels and the savings for a purpose pot. So you want to make sure that your pots are diversified. So when your pots are diversified, you know what you need when, and the time value, the time of when you need what, and the timing of where your money is will help you to understand how risky you can have which pot can be a little riskier than others, which savings pots can be a little riskier than others. Networking. So you've heard this, right? I've been talking to my older son about this all the time, that you need to go out there, you need to meet people. You don't know, you're not network. When I go out and I network, I don't network for, okay, I'm going to get business. I go out and I meet as many people and I have fun talking to them, to learning about them, fascinated about different people, different cultures, different everything. And organically, it has happened. I have been in my business for, let's say, 16 years now that I've had my CPA tax financial planning business. And I have never had to join a BNI group. I've never had to advertise on, it's all about word of mouth. It's all about networking. It's all about meeting people and people getting to know you and you getting to know them and you helping them when you could, and they can help you when it's one hand washes the other. So it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Yes, I tell my son that all the time. So, you need to take that to heart. That's the wealthy mindset, is taking that to heart. You can be as smart as a whip. In my culture, we're all about education and all about the IQ and all about being smart. But that only takes us so far. If you have all of that and you don't have the network around you, you're going to be left behind. So you want to make sure that you're investing your time, your money, your life, your development in developing relationships and maintaining and building relationships. These connections lead to many opportunities that are not publicly advertised, job opportunities that, I've heard at least about 5 or 6 different job opportunities in the last month that are not publicly advertised, and they're looking for referrals from different people. At least 3 of them were people who asked me if I know people, and they're not jobs working at McDonald's. They're from 6-figure jobs to over $50,000 jobs. So you need to be looking at your network. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. Part of networking, I think, is philanthropy. One of the things that I have tried to do is I'm very passionate about giving back the gifts that God has given me, whether he's given me material things, whether he's giving me financial things, whether he's giving me, what's in my mind, and I have the gift of gab, that's number 1. And I have the gift of having all this knowledge about financial literacy and financial well-being, and that I believe that it is my gift and it is my goal to give it, my message. It's my message. I've heard this the other day. It is important. God, I feel like he's giving me this, and it's the message. I have an important message to give, and it's all about financial literacy, financial wellness, financial well-being, learning how to deal with money, not making money, not letting money be the evil, making money, let us be a master of our money, not being the servant to the money. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. So philanthropy, I always try to, whatever groups I'm in, I'm always trying to always be giving back, whether it's a social cause, whether it's your time, whether it's your money, whether it's your knowledge. You always want to be giving back of yourself. God never gives you whatever he gives you, anything he gives you. I personally believe anything that God has given me, he's never gives me for myself. He's always given me to share. So you always want to do that. Legacy building. This is a definite wealthy mindset. Okay. What do you leave behind? So for this wealthy mindset, you enjoy luxurious lifestyle in certain things. Of course, you use your frugal habits. That's why you're wealthy, but you want to also leave legacy to the future generations. You're not only wanting to leave legacy in terms of material things to your kids, charitable foundations, grandkids. You want to have a long-term effect, thriving businesses, whatever it is that you're leaving in terms of your legacy. You want to have a long-term effect on the things that in the future for when you're gone. So whether you're leaving legacy to your children in knowledge, in recipes, in your thoughts, in your mindset, whatever it is that you're leaving, you want to make sure that that's something that's in your mind when you're thinking about your wealthy mindset. So this is the end of our part 2 of our wealthy mindset and the traits that you need to have a wealthy mindset. So I want you guys to think about all these traits and think about whether you have these traits or you don't have these traits. Understand that they're deep down inside of you. You just need to dig deep, develop them, pull them out, see what your pros and cons are, working on these traits. And this is the beginning of having a wealthy mindset. The habits, the habits of being wealthy, and you will become wealthy if you are starting out with these habits. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to give me a follow to get updated on new and upcoming episodes, and listen in every Tuesday and Thursday, where I teach you smart money habits so you can make better money choices with a financial goal focus.